Hello friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and I am on here because you are awesome and thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. So let me just start off with, that's a while ago. For a few years, and I still, at my church we do trunk or treat, and we have everybody, makes a trunk and they give out candy, and we have candy donated, but a lot of the trunks has at least, they outfit their trunks and then they pay for at least half, if not more, of the candy they give out or whatever treats. So when I first started trunk or treat, I had made, and this is a later, I think maybe 1 or 2 years. I didn't do this for very long because I got busy, and these take a lot of time. This is paper, like a paper award, and I gave them to everybody. And we would have like, say, 15 to 20 trunks or so. So this is a lot, and then they come up with the whole idea. So this is so cute. So I'm pretty sure I cut that on my silhouette machine. So I made this, all right, and then didn't really think about it. As a matter of fact, I had to go find it, because I am seeing in my Instagram feed like ribbons like that, except made out of like actual ribbon. And you can do it, with a rosette, which is what this part is. If you're not familiar, you can do a rosette. I also glued like the little hanger on the back. Now, I don't think I wrote on them. Just, thank you, and I take a picture with the person in their trunk. So, but what I'm seeing is kind of a comeback to that. Well, I don't know if it's a comeback, but so people are sewing like sequins on these. And so what I did was I like me some cheese grits, and I finished a box, and I actually was able to cut this circle, and I'm gonna make some smaller ones because I thought this is going to be for my boss friend at work, but I thought, how cute would this be if you made a smaller size to go on a junk journal? Now, this is a junk journal I'm working on. All right here. And I thought, if that were like a dangle on the back, so cute. So let's see what we can do. So I put, with Fabri-Tac, so I cut this out with a die cut, a Sizzix circle die. Then I glued some felt with this, and so then we'll trim it. And let me tell you guys now, Shop Joe Hay is where I found like a couple of these like Instagram reels where she shows you kind of how to make them. So she might sell them too. They're very cool and so fun. And I know back in the day I was putting pressure on myself, but nobody, anybody would be happy to get something. I know that now, fast forward like 8 years. But so that's the size of it, right? And then this will be the front probably, and then I will probably put something else on the back, and then because in that way, and then this fits perfect, you guys. I don't know how I got so lucky. I have a whole collection of them that I've bought like at thrift stores and stuff. So it'll go like that, and I'm gonna sew. This is what I have now. I haven't sewed sequins on something for a very long time. So if you're like, oh, that's not right, then you can tell me down below and I can fix it for next time. But so for this time, this is what I have. It says glass, but these little clear things, clear beads to go on top of an assortment. Seriously, y'all, an assortment of sequins I have. And what I want to do is do rainbow. So you see where I kind of took a pencil and I kind of like, that's the middle, right? Like that's the manufacturer middle. And I went ahead and did that. I don't know if I have enough to go in between, so we're going to find out. I'm going to put it on pause because, it's going to take me some time to sort this. I did take floss, which is 6 strands. I pulled out 2. I guess I could use regular sewing, but this is what I have. I have sewing thread too, but you guys, I just didn't think about it. I made 2. I made a knot, and this should be okay. This is just normal canvas or muslin is really what I think this is, not canvas. Muslin. Okay, so I'll be back, and hopefully this will be pretty. These are just letter beads that I got from Hobby Lobby, but you can get them wherever you get your letter beads. I'm sure Amazon has them or wherever. And I put "You are awesome." Like I said, she's my boss, but she's also my friend. So yeah, we'll see. Okay. I wanted to say too, like, I'm going to sew these first. So I'm going to sew, let's see, so if it's like you, it doesn't quite matter this way as much. Like, "You are awesome" could be here, or I could put like "You are awesome." But I do want these to line up. So the O is first. So I didn't do the greatest job, but we'll put it. See, I wanted to, like, that's the manufacturer. But, and this little thing, this doesn't wind. It's like rubbery kind of. That's, I didn't realize it until I put it together. I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right, so here's an O. All right, am I too close? I might be. All right, so there's O, and then we'll come back in. See how this goes, you guys. Like, I don't generally make bracelets, which is usually what you use these little letters for. Okay, it's on there. All right, so let's go ahead and do "You." We'll just put that on, make sure. Oh, I guess that'll be okay. No, I don't want to not. All right, so there's OU, and then we're going to come up here. I guess a little bit closer. Put Y. Y. Oh, is that so? Why is that so far away? Man. Okay. We're just gonna deal. There we go. Now it's too close. It's okay. I have to remind myself that I'm hand making this. Okay, so "You," and then we'll put R. So R is the middle. What drew me to this is the cool, like using the ribbons and just different, whatever, like, seriously, like, this is like the junk journal of, like, lace and ribbons and beads and sequins, like, whatever you want to put. And I'm like, I love that. So I hope I can make it, like, whimsy and fun enough, you know, like, I do. That's what I'm going for. The little one, I think, will be really kind of more easy. All right. And then the A. And this one kind of goes backwards, but that's okay. As long as you don't put it on backwards, you know. It's nice how they've got the bead holes. Alright. Hopefully it's not too far. Okay. And we just squish it down. There we go. And then I'll do awesome underneath there. So you saw me do those two. I'll go ahead and do awesome. And I'll see you soon. Okay, so before I sew this on, I wanted y'all to know that I figured out that I could have just put it all on one thread instead of doing each letter. So I realized that when I did this first half, I started with S to kind of line it up. And of course, you see they're not perfect. So, but that's okay. Like, it'll be okay. So, yeah, I just want to let you know, woohoo! In case you're at home, like, why didn't you string them all at one time? Yeah, because my first rodeo here. Okay. Okay, friends, I finished the round part that will be on the front of this ribbon. Is that not just... I love it. I'm like, maybe I'll keep it. I tell myself I'm awesome. Oh, it was so fun. It was a hot mess. This is what I was dealing with because I'm not organized in my sequins. This is what that was on. And then I found this. I don't know. You ever like be excited about a project and then you get to a certain point, you're like, now I don't know what to do. So that's where I am. But we're gonna work through this together. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I've got the fabric tack out. And I wanted to, so I went ahead and I had cut this around the cardboard. And then I made another felt piece. And I, this time, used the Sizzix die to do it. And it was pretty much fine. I had to help some of the parts. So then I went ahead and made a smaller one. And I thought, well, maybe that'll be for the back. So for this piece, I started to make some notches. So I just cut a piece that covered this. And this is dark enough. So it's going to say love on it. Okay, so, no, tear that off. All right, so I'll put a little fabric tack on here. Can y'all see? Let me see. Let's see. So, I want to cut there and then probably do another snip. And I feel like maybe I should have glued like the circle piece to it. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, we're gonna see. The fabric tack, oh, sorry you guys, I'm all over the place. Sort of dries fast. Alright, and you really kind of don't want it on your hands because it just feels weird. I mean, I guess it's made out of acetone, so that might be, that could be part of it. Alright, so snipping it seems to be a good idea as far as, and you could probably use hot glue. I don't have a heat source that's available for me to plug in hot glue, so that's why I'm using fabric tack. But I think fabric tack works good too for this. Now if that love, the L-O-V-E, obviously I'm not sewing that onto this like I sewed the others. So I don't know. I'm probably going to glue them. And I'll probably use glossy accent. I think that would be better. because fabric tack likes paper and fabric, but I don't think it likes anything else. All right, let's turn this over. Yeah, it's shaping up. And then if we glue something around it, it should be okay. Ooh, this is gonna be a little over here. And these are fabric scissors. Just cut that off. I mean, you know. Probably with practice, you could get better at this. You know, something else I can't do is make the corners on when I wrap a book with fabric. So there's that as well. All right, so let that kind of dry. You know what? I have clips. Let me get a couple of clips. Like they're within reach, you know, and yet I still can't grab onto it. Okay, we'll put, let's see, let's go for one more. All right, so we'll let that dry itself. So this next part is kind of hard for me, so I take that off. I don't need that anymore. This is super cute. I'm totally in love. This is the base. So I think I should go like this. And I think I'm trying, so if I just cut it out, this is going to be exposed. So I feel like this needs to get wrapped up also, just like the other one. And you saw how good a job I did with that. But that might be, and maybe it should go more like this. And then it might be a little bit better. Oh, but you know what I wanted to do was put the ribbons on. So that's where, I want to plan that out before I glue out anything else. So I pulled some fabric because you're going to have some ruffly things around this. And I'm not quite sure about that just yet. But I was trying to think what I could do for the tails. Is that what you call it? The tails of it? And that's cute. So that's kind of fun. But that might be that might get lost. Like those are crosses, that might get lost. So I thought maybe, can we put some silver or stuff on there? All right, so let me unfold this. Whoops. Oh, it repeats. That's good. So then that is the actual, which is kind of long. I don't think we need it quite that long, but we can do 1/2, you know, and then the other half. I think that would be good. Okay, so let's see here. That's going to require some trimming. And if you're new here, I'm not very good at straight cutting stuff out. All right, so hold on just a moment. Let me trim this up. Okay. I think I've got my life together, you guys. So, so I have this piece which has the felt and the like cardboard. So I'm just gonna match it up and I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down. Part of me was afraid to glue it, you know, like, because that means it's permanent. But just like we did this blue one, and I went ahead and glued those on here. Oh went ahead and glued those on here so they won't come off, hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. So, let's see. I think it'll be good. I'm just trying to use where I had the... Yeah, that's good enough. Where did this ghost come from? Woo! Okay. There's no telling where the ghost came from. Maybe if I did smaller parts. It'd be better. And then I have this other piece of felt, and I think that'll be the backing when it's all done. Am I on here? Okay. I'm just like gluing and paying attention because I really want to make sure I minimize like those hard edges. I don't think I'm doing a good job of that. Nope. There's not a lot of videos really about doing this. Here, I think you cut that off. That's just extra. I want to make sure it stays on too. So let me make sure, because I think if you got the top and bottom, yeah, then it's just filling in the rest. So this is just extra. And then I'm just snipping. And I might not be able to avoid those corners like that, you know, and I don't think it'll be too terrible if that's the case, because we are going to put some other things around it. It's a big old swatch of just stuff right here. See. All right, so it's shaping up. I love this, you guys. Oops. Got a llama who's sideways. So cute. I love like rainbow when it does like that with sequins, or when people do like flat backs and stuff. I just think that's so cool. All right, not quite perfect, but that's okay. Still early. Still got time, maybe, to fix it. Let's see. I was thinking for this blue material here, because it's already, like it's ribbon, to be part of the bottom part here. And then I thought this would be cute to go around it. Because it's all sparkly. So, oh, and there's a little bit of a wire. So something like this to go around it would be super cute. And like you can fold like different ribbons to go behind it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might keep it kind of simple, just because. So let's see. I did want to fluff this out. Like if you go on Pinterest, you can see different, like if you put in like rosette ribbons, that's where this kind of comes up. So let's see. We're just kind of eyeball it. So I think that's probably good length. So we'll do this. We'll cut it here. And then cut this one. About the same size. I like it when it's easy to cut. It's kind of like, I don't know, satisfying. All right, so we will cut like that. All right, so they're the same length. And then let's see if we can do this. Oh, cute. All right. So then, these would kind of do like this. Yeah, I think like that. And then we can fix this one right here. There. All right. Oh, like a stain. Could be. Well, that's okay. We'll just do it on this side. So I'll take this. There's a little discoloration, and who knows how old this ribbon is. So I'm not trying to be distressed at the moment. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on. We'll do like that. I'm gonna put the first one on and then I'll measure up the second one. Let's see. If you had the wire kind of ribbon, I think that would be good, because then you could kind of curl it out, but that's not what I found. So yeah, use what you got. Use what you got. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm trying to be more mindful. Make sure I do this one right. You know, it's so easy to go buy new stuff. I love new stuff. But I'm like, you have a lot of stuff at your house that you need to use. Unless it's garage sales, you know. Then all bets are off. Like there was a lot of of like free shipping stuff happening because of Memorial Weekend. And I was like, oh, that'd be great. But no, nope. We're going to be okay. All right, did I do it? Yeah, I think so. So if it was to hang. Yeah, okay, so that's super cute. And then this has a wire. So I'm not going to cut with my fabric scissors. Maybe these guys here. Okay, so trying to think. Is there anything else we want to put? Oh, I guess it would have gone on it, really. It can be simple. It does not need to be a big overly fancy. Like, it's already kind of fancy, don't you think? I think so. All right, so this is wire. And I do kind of feel like that's too high. But it would be okay. All right, so I'm going to cut it about right here, which may or may not be a good choice. I don't want to waste it, you know, but all right, so we'll start at the bottom and don't look at what else is in this little box. Like a little leprechaun guy. Let's see. All right, I got out some clips, so I'm prepared. All right, so we're gonna go along the bottom first. All right. I realize I don't know where I want this seam to go. So there's that. All right, so let's see. This is probably where hot glue might have been a better choice. But I don't have any hot glue. I mean, I have hot glue. It's just at this very moment. All right, so we got those. And then it's weird because it's not quite circular, if that makes sense. Like there's this wire in there, so it makes it, I don't know, squarish almost. Like this part is more substantial than you might think it would be. All right, so it's coming along. All right, let me get this glue off my hands here. All right. So I'm going to put the glue up to this. Let's see. So that's the tough part. It's those 3 little sequins right there. But maybe they just get covered up, you know. All right, I'm going to and it's just one of those things you gotta take step by step, you know what I mean? Like, all right, so, and then I probably won't cut it until it's all dry. And maybe if you do this, maybe you'll think to like maybe put something here, or maybe It'll be okay after all. I don't know. Do I have one more? I don't. One more clip. Clip shy. All right. Yeah, you see where it starts to come off if you don't clip it down. And it doesn't take long to dry. We just need to secure it. And I think that's still super cute. Right? Like so cute. Oh, I don't know if I made those the right way. Okay, if you're awesome. Shucks. Maybe I can change. Maybe we can do maybe we can do like that. Alright, we'll visit that soon. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll come back and then really that will happen, I think. Okay, so let me put this here. And yeah, okay. Okay, so while that one dries, I thought we could work on this one. And I thought, let's see, that we could use this material, or not material, this ribbon here. Oh, this is soft. It's called frayed ribbon. This is by Stampin' Up. And they usually give you a lot of it. Let's see. Yeah, 5 yards. That's a lot. So what I saw in the lady's video is that you could take it like this and then you have something in between. And then you can even put something like on this one. So I was trying to decide what I thought looked good, which a little challenging for me. But like we could do rickrack on top of it, and then maybe maybe do this on the side. This is some old, it says kid trims, old making memories. See, that's what 2005. Yeah, well, let's play my favorite game called When Was This? When was this made? 2005. This is 20-year-old ribbon. So, yeah, we just need to use it. I don't know why it's got this button. Why is there a random button? It's like it's supposed to be there. It's weird. All right. So I think if we do this here like this, it'll be super cute. So let me put this way. I wasn't sure if I wanted a contrasting color. Like that's kind of pretty. And we don't know yet. I feel like so much stuff I don't know. Okay, let's do this first. We'll do this because this might be about right there. So then I want to cut 4 of those. And if we look at it and think, oh, we probably should cut some more, then I could probably cut another 4 and put them in between. Like I said, this is a new spool for me, and I got 5 yards. It's soft, so this is something fun to, I think, use it for, because if it's on like a dangle of a book, then somebody's going to touch it and be like, oh, that's so soft. All right, so I'm just going to use the Fabri-Tac and put a little bit here. But like I do think hot glue would work too. All right, so, and then I just halved it, and then I glued the 2 ends together. And I'm doing that here. Let me see. think they're the same on both sides. All right. Here's number 3. If you go to Instagram, I don't know, I'll show you this again. I will put this down below. If you go to shop Joa Hay, she does do a good job of showing you like everything laid out. But because I don't know what I'm doing, yeah, we're just kind of hot mess expressing. So here's the idea. So it's going to go like this, right? So it's going to look like this, and then you're going to have this here. But I feel like we need something else. So we might put in like a bigger, like circle, you know, like we could fill it in with more ribbon, or we can put circle behind it, circle material really. So there's that dot where the button was. We'll just make sure to be mindful that we put that on, either on the inside or flip it around. I like using ribbon for something, you know, like other than just tags, because I don't know, is it cheap? Is that what happens? It's pretty. Maybe that's what happens to me. I'm like, ooh, it's so pretty. And then I buy it or I get it, and then nothing really happens. And then the stars, I love the stars. So I didn't think I've got ribbon everywhere. And then I got out some lace because I didn't know. Do I need lace too? I don't know. All right, so there's one. I don't know. I think you can make these at Christmas and put them on your Christmas presents. Obviously, birthday, okay, I know you're probably like, I know you said it, go look it up on the Pinterest. But there's some funny things on like the Pinterest. Like one was like birthday lady, that gets spelled it out with these little letters. I don't even know. Some of them were kind of smart alecky. So that's the fun thing about being a maker. You make it say whatever you want to. So you see, like it's starting to shape up some right here. So now I don't know. Should I put tulle behind it? Should I do another set of that white? Oh, I did it wrong. Well, let's see. We'll just put it behind it. There it is. So we'll just do like this. Like, should I have it like this? And then this goes on top of here. Or it goes in between, right? So I'll make some more of those. Ooh. We'll be finishing it off, but you know what? That's okay. All right, so we'll do that. We'll make 8. And then I've got, didn't want to introduce red really, but there is a little gingham color. It seems longer than it needs to be. Is this something you would try? Let me know down below. I love paper and junk journaling and stamping, all the things, but it's so fun, I think, to do something different with the supplies. I just like to make stuff. Hoping they're about the same. That book I showed earlier, That's something I'm working on for a friend of mine. She doesn't know it yet. Oh, you see it's taking shape. Oh, I hope I don't need more than that. First time I run out of a ribbon. All right, and then didn't I say I was going to do more? Yeah, I was going to do more of the white. So it might be, instead of 8, I need 8, 9, 10, yeah, 12. All right, so there's that one. And of course, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this. If this part's boring, you can totally fast forward and see how this all fares. I like listening to people talk as they make stuff. Because a lot of times I'm making along with them, you know. So I want to make some more of these and be able to even be like a little bit more creative, because that first one's for somebody else, and this one's smaller. It's a little bit easier, I think, color-wise. You know, if it was just for me, I might not be so like, "Rah." So let's see. All right. I like this part. I like the monotonous of it. Like, you could totally, if you cut out your pieces and watch TV doing it, you know, you could knock out a whole bunch probably. All right, so we've got these little petals going on. All right, uh-oh. All right, so we're gonna do like this. And this would be the first one. I guess I could just go ahead and, well, I'm gonna do half and then the other half, because I don't know exactly how fast the glue dries. All right, so there's love. That's the only, like, you gotta make sure you're, all right. And then we're gonna put it at 3 o'clock. Come on a little bit, there we go. 3 o'clock. And then we'll put it in, oh, this angle. I'll put some down here. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That is it. Okay, and then we'll put some more. Oh, sorry, you guys. All right, let me go ahead, because this will go going kind of fast, I feel like. Scared that's drying too fast. Okay. All right, now we need more glue. All right. So then there's that one. And then there's this one. Ooh, you guys, that's the ticket. I probably feel like Maybe the skinny one should come on first. You know? But this is where we learn. I do believe, like, sometimes she even put them like this. So you could do that. Like, layered them. But what we'll do... Oh, this junk. Is... put it in like that. What do you guys think? I think we're gonna try that. So we'll put a dab here, and I'll put it here and try to make it about the same height. Let's see if that works. Yeah. And then we'll put some glue here. Like, I don't want to tip over the fabric sack because I like the flow. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And then maybe we'll squeeze it in there. Yeah. We'll have to see how this works as a charm. I also have some bows I brought over when I was looking for ribbons to put on the front, so we'll see. Oh, that goes in the bag. That's the ugly part. I was thinking too, I have a jar of like offcuts. I probably should have looked through that too, because you can make that bottom part all kind of stuff, which we haven't even got to the bottom part of this one. Oh my goodness. It does take a lot of glue though, friends. So I think even this would be even the same amount if it was hot glue, you know. It wouldn't smell as bad, but still probably about the same amount. Now I'm still on here, right? Okay. I'm just like in the flow. And I didn't want to flow right off with the camera, so. All right. You can see it making a pretty cool design even like in the back here. All right, so flip it over. Cute. Is that not just so cute? Where's the book? Where did it go? Because it's got a wide, oh, I see. You would think I'd have closed it up, but I didn't. All right, so here's my book. Oh, okay, hold on, let me zoom out. Oh. So yeah, it's still gonna be a good size. It'll take up the whole spine, but that's gonna be okay. That'll be okay. All right. Whew. All right, so we let this dry. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay. Let this dry, and then let's check on our other thing because it should be dry now. All right, I'm gonna zoom back in a little bit. Okay. So, have you ever had these like stick because they're like glued on there like that? Ah! I also have another idea because I don't think I lined this up right. So, that's okay. That's what we do, constantly fix our own mistakes. But I do think, because we've got stars and some of this stuff over here, maybe we'll add to it. All right, so let's see. You're awesome. Oh, I don't think that the seam is actually too bad. Would I have liked to have covered it a little bit more? Yeah. But this is handmade. So I'm not going to apologize that you can kind of see that edge. I guess I could come back over, but but then you're gonna know. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it off. What's these weird little things? Okay. Seems not bad. All right, so if you are awesome, no, yeah, it's just a little bit off. Let's see if we did this. That would be a little bit better. So, it's like, you know what it is? It's just not a complete circle like it was earlier, so it's a little wonky. So if we tack that up, tack that up. Yes. All right, here we go. I guess I can't. Okay. Where is the top? This is the top. It's so weird because from the back, yeah. Okay. This is one of those scary moments, my friends. You know, I need to clean this. So let's do this. Just scary moments. Because you don't want to, I don't want to mess up worse, you know? All right. All right, Fabri-Tac, let's go. So let's see. So we're going to bring it up like this. And then we need to go ahead and probably glue this. Oh, maybe. All right. Oops, sorry, you guys. This is a weird thing because it's like up here. So this, if it didn't, this one would come up. At least I thought that's how it would be. Maybe all right. So then as this comes up straight up like that. All right. I'm trying to slow down on you too. You know, I'm a speedy friend, you know, like I like that to go, rip it off, but you can't. You gotta take some time with it. And then I want to make sure it stays in place. And make sure we don't have stars. Stars. Tape. Stars. Tape. Do you see? Yeah. I think you agree. These are stars. Because I'm trying to be whimsical. All right, this is what I'm going to do. You see how that star is folded in? I don't know if it's going to hang right. So 4 stars. 4 stars would get us right there. Everything else is flat. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it here. I know I can use these somewhere, but I don't want to fight. You know, I don't want to fight with a curled up star. So we'll do 4 stars here. I'm so glad I had this star trim. There was star trim at Michael's, you guys. I was buying trims and it was like gold. It's like on a spool, I think, and I didn't get it. And normally I'm okay, but I'm like, oh man, next time I go to Michael's, I'm gonna get the star trim. I love shaped trim. And then sometimes when you see vintage ribbon, it's like decorated, like, that's just cool. Okay. All right. So. All right. So there's that. Oh, that's so cool, you guys. So then we've got this one, and there is like a front and a back. Sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. And then there's all this dry glue on my fingers. Okay. All right. And never mind my family talking about in the background. Oh my goodness. I love it. I know. Okay, so oh my gosh. I don't even think I realized, like, I made this, you guys. It's so cute. Okay, so then the last part is to put the, don't want to go here, but where's, here we go. All right, so then we'll put this on. And this is kind of like, the finishing touch. And then, so on some of hers, she put like the pin in it and then glued it. But I kind of think we should put the hanger on, right? But I don't see any kind of hanger material. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably do this, and then I can ask her if she wants to hang it or stick it in her drawer. I'm kidding. All right, so I was showing my husband. I was like, I think I want to keep this. All right, get our fabric tack and ta-da. And if she wants to hang it, I think it'll be easy enough. I think we can make that work. So cute, you guys. So cute. Oh my gosh, this part's been 44 minutes. It's like a 2-hour video. Okay, well, there's that one. All right, and then we've got this one, which you could just do like a little badge just like that. But I do think it needs some bottoms. So I will put you on pause for just a moment so I can get that figured out. Okay. So instead of doing like big ribbons like I did on the You Are Awesome, from the same little collection here, I took this light blue gingham, and then I took 3 of these and then 2 of these. So we will put them like this. Actually, we'll do the gingham or the rickrack first. Do the rickrack. And then the gingham. You see, and then the third piece of gingham. So it'll be super cute. So let's see, let's do this. So, oh, oops, too soon for that. And then I have an idea for the, like, I think we could either put a safety pin or a bulb pin for the back, so that when it's time, it can hang off of the book. That's my grand plan. All right. stringy, and so we want to make sure. This is where I guess an iron would come in if you wanted to iron this. Yeah, I guess like this. Making sure they're even. It reminds me of like building a jellyfish, the little tentacles. Okay, so then maybe like this. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so it's kind of little, I guess, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right, I'm not sure about my bow now because the bow is pink. And I didn't realize, you know, you don't realize how everything's going to come together. I didn't know we had all the blue. I probably should have. I don't know. It's like I kind of think it's enough, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm going to say it's enough. I'm going to move this one up a little bit. Because I'm afraid, you know, I'm afraid if I start to trim them, they'll be like this. I think that's good. I think it's perfect. So then we'll take this one and we'll just place it here. Place it here. Then let it dry. Oh my goodness, little hair. All right. And then, like I said, I kind of think if we put a pin on this now, say, okay, maybe I should have done it before I glued it down. That's fair. Oh, come on. Come on, we're on TV. Be nice, play nice. Okay. And then it would hang however, you know, and then at that point we can have wire and do whatever. But I think that one's done. Oh, so cute. Yeah, I had bows, but they're like pink and I don't even see them now. So, and then here's the other one. My friends, thank you so much for stopping by. And I will see you in the next one. Let me know if you make one of these. Yeah, and I will, this is on Instagram. I did not type in Rosette ribbon, or did I on YouTube? I'm not sure, but she's got it going on, and she's where I was completely inspired by this. So I'm sure there's a few other ones, but you know, you have to start somewhere. And if you make one of these, please tag me so I can see. All right, thanks friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.